thing here. Just burn it, and this is having the excess thread. Just burn it. And this is having a little bit excess. It's better to cut, otherwise it's going to start really burning. Actually we want to melt it, not burn it. That's all. We are good. Thank you.
Okay.
So when we are ordering the nylon thread from the Our Lady of Rosary makers, this is the called spool. This is what we are going to get. From here we need to cut 2 threads to make one rosary, and cutting each one is a painful process. We can't keep cutting like a 50 or 100. So the easiest way is here. I invented this tool, and the tool is easy to do. There is a user manual on our rosary.com website that is giving you the full instructions, how to buy the materials, how to punch the holes, and how to assemble the tool. Now we are going to see how to get the thread from the spool and cut it. So the tool is simple. If you look at here, this is 1 foot wooden pieces, and this is 1 foot iron rod with some bolts and nuts. Here we can fix them. This is the way. Now what I'm going to do is put it back here and take the thread from the spool. Here before I cut it, so I'm going to make a small loop and put it on this nail and just make it tight. Now keep it aside. We started here, correct? Hold it like this, make it a loop 1. So this one loop is equal to 24 inches, and let them come as nearer as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all. First time when you are doing, try to do just 5. We don't want to do 50 or 100 and wasting all the thread without understanding, even if you want to try the glue or anything. So I make the 5 loops and I'm cutting it up here. See, this is already frying. At the end, taking it here, making it a loop and tightening. Yeah. Now once it is done, we need to put this one on the back. So now what's going to happen is this is going to tighten the thread holding it to the board. This is very important step. You need to keep it tight as much as possible. This is called wing nuts. Okay, so these are the wing nuts. I tightened it up. Now you see it is completely tightened. Why we need to do, I will explain you. So now you take a small piece of white paper, fold it and put it under the thread. So here to here the distance is roughly 2 inches. I am taking a crafter's pick fabric stiffener. You can use any type of stiffener and make sure that it is non-toxic. It is a non-toxic one. So I am opening it up and putting the glue here on these threads. So that way when I am going through the tool, that makes easy for us. Once you apply the glue, I am taking a old paint brush and applying equally on the thread up to this line at the end of it. That's all. It's very easy. See? That's it. Simple. Now what we are going to do is, this is the small frame, and similarly we need to do with the big frame also. This is like for the 55 inches thread, we need to do the same type of looping, put the thread and make it ready. Now this one you can put it under sunlight or in front of the room heater, wherever it is, until it completely dries. Once it completely dries, what we need to do is we need to take off this piece of paper and we need to cut it here. So what's going to happen is, here we are going to have the small short end, and here to here is like roughly around 1.5 inch long end, which is a stiff end. So that is easy for us when we are doing the beading. This is the way we prepare the thread required to make the rosaries. Make sure that we are using the non-toxic fabric stiffener or whatever it is. It must be a non-toxic item, and keep it dry until once it is dry, then only you cut it. So this is going to help us to keep it tight. When you are keep cutting, it won't open up all the threads. Once everything is cut it, then we can remove these bolts and we can take this off and put it onto the hangers, or so we can secure the threads by a clip or something. Thank you. I am using to make the rosaries, and this is the tool given by Our Lady's Rosary Makers, and this tool is good, but because of its a little bit wide, when we are working on some of the nylon threads, it is tough to make the loops. And also when we want to produce bulkily in your local place, we can, easiest way to do that is with the help of the umbrella cable. You take the old umbrella and remove the cloth. You are going to see the cable like this, which is having a nice groove in the centerpiece, here, here and here. So what we are going to do is, we took the old umbrella cable, and this is a cutter. This cutter is called sheet metal cutter, and we need a filer and we need a masking tape. So what we are going to do here is, I took this old umbrella, I am unlocking this, I am going to cut it. That's it. Now we need at least 2 inches length. Whatever the length you want to use it, just keep a measurement, and I am cutting it. That's it. So I am locking it off. This is the tool we need. So here, if you want to make it a little bit smooth, take this one and just file it. Either you can use the filer or you can take the one started filing against the filing tool. So all these edges are going to becoming soft. That is very important. It need to have very small soft edges. Once the softening of the tool is done, we need, it is called a masking tape. Whatever the tape is available for you, we can take a little bit masking tape here and putting on the end of it and rotate it. That's it. So we have a very good rosary making tool ready within minutes. And also it's very easy to do, like this many number of tools. Here you can see we have a lot of tools. When we want to produce for the group of people, a group of people to make the rosaries, it's easy to produce this type of tools in bulk, very cost effective and very easy to do. Thank you. What people are doing is few places the rosary makers this end, instead of making an end loop and burning it, they will pass through this 1, 2, 3, 4 beads. So due to some glue problem this is not going, otherwise it need to come up to here, and once it comes through the 4 beads then we will cut it and burn it at the end. So this is going to help the people if they want to knot down the line. That is another technique. Thank you. And when you come to the end and when we want to put it here, when we are making a barrel knot like this, what's going to happen is when you keep rotating, this is not enough this length, and if this is too stiff, it's difficult to make the loops. So what we can do here is, for us this much little bit is good enough, the rest we can shave off. Just you put it here. I am taking the same tool and slowly do like this, just shaving off, rub on the cable, and the excess glue is coming out. That's it. And try to make it, before you are going to start it, make it like this. And if there is any excess glue, it is going to all come out, and when you are making the loop, that make it very easy. Now you see how much the glue came out. That's all. The excess glue is removed, and when you are making the knot, the rotating that loop is becoming easy. This is another technique. Thank you.